Oh, Deadpool! He's a bad.
So we saw Deadpool.
Yeah, we did.
What were your thoughts on it?
You know, I had to sit on it for a while and think about what I thought about it. Thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I like the movie. I like it a lot. It did exactly what it was supposed to do. But at the same time, I think the hype might have oversold it.
Okay.
Because with Deadpool, like, I gotta be honest, I don't know too much about the character. I know a lot about the character, but not as much as...
We don't follow the comic books.
Yeah, I know what he does.
Well, everyone knows what
Yeah,
he does.
that's pretty much it. I know who Deadpool is. I know a little bit of his history. I know what his weapons are. I know how he acts. I know how he fights. And I know what his quips are. And I know he likes chimichangas. And I was kind of concerned if they were if the fans were overselling the film. They kind of did. Don't get me wrong. It's a really good movie. Like, if you like Deadpool, you're going to get pretty much what you think you're going to get out of it. But at the same time, I was kind of thinking, like, the movie can't really run on jokes alone. It has to have a narrative, and it has to have a plot going on. And that's kind of where I think the movie's a little weak, where if you take all of the jokes out of the film, which are the greatest parts of the film, you have a pretty kind of boring movie that's pretty generic. Like, you've got it's pretty much just like, somebody did me wrong and now I've got to go save my girlfriend from this bad guy. It's as generic as it gets, really.
Mm-hmm. And you are right. And what makes it
fun,
good, and well, I really love the movie. I thought
I really like the film. It's a good movie.
I thought it was great, but you're right. I mean, it's interesting. It's one of those movies that you're really hyped for. You watch it, you have a good time, and then you don't really need to see it again.
Yeah.
Or at least until a while from now, like if it's on TV or something. And that's kind of the problem with the character itself, because what makes the character interesting is all the self-awareness, the fourth wall breaking jokes and all that.
Otherwise, he's not that interesting.
Right, and he's basically a guy who can't die. And because he can't die, he's just this really big smart ass and makes all these
quick one-liners.
And
they are good.
And it's great.
And they are
awesome.
Really good. Some of them are a little but yeah, some of them laugh. But yeah, a lot of them really got me. But then there's times where they're literally just kind of focusing on the story, and then I'm kind of sometimes when they're focusing too much on the story, I'm kind of in the chair like, okay, can you look at the camera again and say something funny?
Yeah, I was hoping they would go further than that.
Yeah, like if anything, I was kind of hoping it would be funnier, but it was funny. Like there were a lot of really good moments.
The beginning credit scene was great.
The beginning credits was really good. Now we are spoiling the film.
Yes.
So
I'll try not to spoil too much.
Warning, but yeah, the opening credits, it's a pretty much a mockery of what we've come to expect from movies within the past generation. Yeah, like the title cards are...
Well, the whole thing is kind of the anti-superhero movie, because the whole question about the film, too, is that, the thing he keeps stating over and over again, he's not a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
Which he really is, but he is. He's more of an anti-hero, where he will fight the bad guys, but he is an assassin. He's not
a hired gun.
Which is why I thought the inclusion of Colossus was brilliant.
and I'm sorry, but this other X-Men character, who I have no idea who this character is...
I just call her Warhead, because that's what I call her. I know she has this really long name, but yeah, she was great too in it. But yeah, Colossus is always trying to get Deadpool to come to the good side and be a good hero, and he's like the classic Boy Scout, and Deadpool's like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, like a lot of the jokes are very predictable, but that's what you kind of come to expect sometimes. Like especially the ending joke where like Colossus is giving the speech about why you should spare a bad guy. You know it's coming.
You're just sitting there like, shoot him.
Like, it's coming.
Yeah.
So yeah, some of the jokes are very predictable, but a lot of the one-liners are really good.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good movie. I'm not gonna say it's a bad or anything.
It
was a fun movie.
Yeah.
Jokes are good. The story, when it comes down to it, is nothing great. Mm-hmm. It's as generic a superhero story as it gets.
It is a hard R, lots of violence.
Yeah.
Sex. The sex scenes were actually really funny too.
Yeah.
There was a shot at Green Lantern, which was kind of
Yeah.
funny too. Overall, though, it was what it was, and I enjoyed it, and I am looking forward to the sequel. To see Cable. Oh, sorry.
I think everybody knows. Jim.
Yeah, yeah. And I thought the line where he said, "It's funny how this mansion is so big, and yet you're the only two people here. I guess the studio couldn't afford any more X-Men to be in this film."
It's like the studio couldn't afford more X-Men. It's like, I know, you couldn't have like Scott walking in the background and just there.
There's a couple of jabs at Hugh Jackman, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, like he shows up with a Hugh Jackman mask.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple Wolverine jokes in there, like where he's just like, "Who did I have to suck to get my own movie?" Like, well, it starts with it rhymes with Pulverine, like, who by the way has huge, like, yeah, the one-liners, the jokes, they were a lot of them were really good. It's just, God, I don't know. Like, I like the movie. I really do.
It
like,
kind of has the feeling we had when we played the Deadpool video game.
Yeah,
like,
it's
a fun time when you play it once and you play it, you have a good time, but you don't really need to play it again.
It's like when you it's like when you're telling the same joke again in 5 minutes to get the same laughter. It doesn't work. Like,
but you know what? It promised, and it
delivered.
It delivered. Right? Is it the greatest superhero movie of all time? No.
No.
It's its own thing, and that's fine. That's fine. I enjoyed it. You know, I thought it was good. I thought it was fun, and I can't wait to see the sequel.
Yeah, Colossus was really funny with his
Colossus
Russian.
Was great. Yeah, I actually liked him a lot. I thought he was great in this film.
Yeah, there's this part that I really like where Deadpool is trying to punch the crap out of Colossus, and he ends up breaking every limb.
Oh.
He's breaking all of his limbs trying to punch Colossus.
Where he's the Zamboni machine one.
It's like, you're about to die from a Zamboni. Like, tell me who your boss is or you're gonna die in 5 minutes. That was really funny. He's just like, yeah, you're about to die from a Zamboni.
Another one I liked is when he's about to torture that one guy or kill that one guy, and he looks at the camera and says, "This is probably too violent for you guys," and he moves the camera over so you couldn't see it.
Like, there are a lot of really, really good moments in this film.
And the after credit scene was something that I predicted. I thought it was going to be something like, "Why are you still here? Just go home." So it is predictable, but it's funny. It had one job, and it did it well.
Yeah, it's to be funny.
Yeah, if you want to go see it, it would be money well spent.
Yeah, and that's all we can really say. Like, it's not amazingly great, but it is a fun time.
It's a fun time.
Like, if you want to see Deadpool cracking jokes, you're gonna get that.
You want to see Ryan Reynolds crack?
If you want to see Ryan Reynolds' butt, you'll see Ryan Reynolds' butt.
And I'm happy for Ryan Reynolds because I've always liked Ryan Reynolds.
I really like him.
He's always had bad movies, unfortunately, but now that this one's actually doing really well, I'm really happy for him. He deserves it, and I thought he nailed it. I think he did a great job.
Yeah. So big shout out to Ryan Reynolds for doing an awesome job in Deadpool. I know you'll never see this, but yeah, I enjoyed the experience. I think he played an amazing Deadpool. Can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah, Cable. Gotta love Cable. Already people are asking, "Hey, I'll play Cable," because everyone wants to be in the sequel.
Oh yeah, he was even like cracking jokes like, "Who could it be?"
And you know what? This is one thing I am happy that 20th Century Fox has control of the X-Men characters, because I don't think we would ever see a Disney Deadpool movie, not like this, rated R, rated a hard R.
Deadpool.
Yeah, maybe like a Netflix series, but I would not see a Deadpool rated R movie on Disney. That might be interesting. What do you mean I can't say? What the beep? Oh, you gotta be beep. Stop that.
This is bull. Hey, where's all my? Hey, why has my KY been replaced with? Why has my KY jelly been replaced with this hand sanitizer?
Yeah, hand sanitizer.
Why has my beer been replaced with juice?
I know, right? So, our recommendation: go see it. You'll have a good time.